everyone, it's Girly here and welcome to my channel. Yeah, sorry I'm a little sick today, but I'm just making a quick intro for my video. And for this video I am going to show you my 3 favorite ways to cook tofu, and I hope you guys like it. They're very easy and delicious and inexpensive, as we all know. Yeah, so let's head into the video and give it a thumbs up if you like it. I would really appreciate it. So bye. Okay, our first recipe is fried tofu salad. As you can see here, I'm starting out by cutting up my tofu into cubes and set it aside. I always make sure that before I do this, it's all nicely dry with a paper towel. And then let's make our marinade. So let's add up all the ingredients for the marinade, which is sugar, soy sauce, and hoisin sauce, which is the start of this recipe, and salt and pepper. I know I didn't show it here, but yeah, put a little bit of those, and then put our tofu in, and then heat up our pan and put some oil, and then put our tofu, and then try to mix it around and just make sure that all the sides are all well coated with the sauce. And when it's almost done, just add a little bit of sesame oil and sesame seeds for some crunch and some flavor. Just make sure that you do not add it too early, otherwise your sesame seeds will be burning. And then here is our salad dressing. So again, hoisin sauce, some lime juice, and then mix it up. And I put some honey. I used lime juice here because I feel like it's so refreshing rather than using vinegar, but if you don't have one, just use vinegar, it's totally fine. And then lay out your greens. I use arugula. You can use any greens that you prefer. And then put our salad dressings and throw in some tomatoes, and you're good to go. Okay, our next recipe is a mung bean noodles stir fry with fried tofu. Here, as you can see, I already prepped my vegetables. It's really easier that you cut up all your vegetable first. And then, as you can see also, that my tofu is wrapped in a paper towel on the side so that it will dry really nicely. And then start chopping up your garlic and then throw it in the pan directly while waiting. So here I'm still, drying them up some more, and start slicing up like these. And then drying them up some more. Yes, you're gonna do a lot of drying. And then put some salt and pepper on both sides. Here I already also start boiling my water for my noodles. And then here is the noodles that I use. It's the bean thread noodles, the glass noodles. And then yes, my garlic is now start frying. And throw in my carrots. Just mix them up until it gets softened a little bit, and then throw your mushrooms, mix it again until it gets softened, and then lastly the cabbage. Same again, just keep mixing it up until they all get softened. And then your water, when it's already boiled, just pour it in the noodles and let it soak. So here my salt is in, the pepper, the soy sauce, and the hoisin sauce, of course. And then just mix them up again. And then once they're all cooked, and by now your noodles is also soften, and then just throw them in the vegetables and then try to mix them up and get all the sauce into the noodles. And then that's it. It's really easy. So yeah, and then lastly I forgot the sesame oil and the sesame seeds. That's my final touch. Okay, and then we'll set that aside, and then let's move on to our tofu. So heat up the pan. I used just a small pan to save some oil, and scramble 1 egg, and then put your tofu in it and cover it with egg as much as you can, and then just start frying them up. So they cook really fast, so you're gonna need to watch it. And then once it's all brown, flip it, and then do it with all the tofu. And here, after that, you have really delicious one. Okay, moving on to our last recipe, which is a tofu curry. So here I'm just cutting up my tofu into cubes again, and then cutting up all my vegetables before starting, turning on my fire. So here's start with the garlic and the onion. Just saute them until the onion gets translucent. And yes, you can see I'm adding a little bit more oil because it looks a little bit dry. And then once they're all brown, not too brown, then add all the spices and the seasonings, including the tomato paste. And then the coconut milk goes in. Just give it a little stir and put some of the vegetables, the tomatoes, the bell pepper, the mushrooms. You can use any color of bell pepper. And then also goes in the stem of the bok choy. So again, all the ingredients are listed down below, the descriptions, and also the exact measurements of all the seasonings and the spices. So here, the stem of my bok choys. So just give it a little stir again, and then you can add the tofu. So now when your tofu is in, just very careful to mix it when you mix it, because it breaks really easily. And then also the corn, baby corn goes in, and the bok choy leaves, and then gently mix it up. And you can close the lid and let it simmer for about 7 minutes or so. And here after 7 minutes, you can see that all the veggies are now softened. And then you can add the cilantro and the green onions, and then give it a little stir, and then turn up the heat for about 2 minutes. Let it cook, and now your curry is ready. Yummy. Serve it on top of the rice. Okay, so thank you guys for watching.